Okay, part 2 is going to show you a little bit about adjusting the harness. This one has been adjusted for MollyCrackers, but it was a little bit loose. So what I've done, I want to show you how to do some adjusting on it and how to check. Now what you'd like to do is you'd like to make the two side straps kind of similar length. You really want to do that. So I've noticed that this one, if I hold it kind of together, is a little bit more loose than this side. So probably just over time it's become a little bit more unadjusted. So just to help you in how to approach it, you're going to want to push up and through. Some people, you'll see people trying to adjust these and they're just trying to pull the slide. That's a lot of work. Just take the time, adjust it up a little bit. So you get a loop here, pull the strap up, and then to make it lay flat again up here, just pull down that little slide that goes right up to hold it firmly against the next part. Push that up and through. Adjust it a little bit so everything lays flat, and move that little slide right back up there. So now this is a little better. If I hold the 2 points up here together and I hold everything, that's probably a little bit better adjustment. Now the next thing I wanted to do would be the same thing on this lower slide. I now have it, the lower strap, I now have it adjusted as down far as it'll go. Keep in mind that every dog breed, every dog body shape is going to be a little bit different. So whereas you might have to have this a little shorter on some breeds, or a little flatter chested, you have a deep chested breed like Molly, you might have to extend it. You know, some of the Dobermans, some of the Mastiffs, that sort of thing. Every body shape is just a little bit different. So whether, you know, 2 dogs looking very different may take the same size but really have differing adjustments. The bottom strap is the one that's covered with the nice velvet, and people invariably try to yank that slide around. It really just doesn't work, and you don't really want it to be that slippery so that it would go through that slide very easily. You really want it not to get loose while your dog is wearing it. So this one can be a little tricky, but just take your time. What I want to do is adjust Molly's so it's a little shorter. So again, I just work, first I'll move it away from that portion where it's connected to the rest of the harness. And as you can see, it's not easy. And this one has been worn for a while. I usually readjust them because I like to put them over her light fleeces that she wears out in the wintertime. So in the wintertime I'll have this adjusted to a little bit bigger fit so that I can accommodate a light fleece sweater. So I'm going to pull that, pull it through, just kind of pull everything into place again so it's adjusted well. As you remember in the first portion, I thought it was a little bit loose because I could get those D-rings at the top a little too close. So we'll see if this works just a little bit better. I don't want to constrict her movement, but then I want it to function as it's supposed to. The other thing about this is that sometimes you'll have to adjust it, and because of the length of the strap, you'll have to move this through the loop down there. That can be really kind of tough, but it's worth the effort just to make sure that the person leaving the store with a brand new harness has one that's going to fit really well. Recently there was one that the person came back in and the dog had slipped out of the harness, and when I put it back on, it was not nearly tight enough. So this is just to kind of help everybody know how to fit. I don't know if the customer adjusted it that way or what, but I want everybody to kind of know how to do this. Now I'm going to, Molly, come on. Excellent, thank you. So here we go. Get dressed, put it on, and again I'm kind of holding it away from her body over there since I can't see what I'm doing, and then put my hand here. Aha, I can already tell it's a nice tighter fit. And then, Molly, I'll have you move to the side just a little bit. This is where the leash is going to attach, so I pull it up, and I can still lay 2 fingers in here. You want to be able to lay 2 fingers in those D-rings when you have it on a really good pull. So that way you know that those are not going to go right together and then just eliminate the the reason that it does help control the pulling on the dog. Because what it's going to do is going to pull up under her armpits. Not like a traditional harness where they just push into it and nothing constricts. This will constrict a little bit around the rib cage, so it's not causing any pressure around the neck, which is exactly what you want. And this will hopefully prevent a pulling dog from pulling. Molly and Neva are not really pullers, but I started with these a long time ago because I like the style. It fit better on them than other brands of harnesses, and it's not putting any pressure on the neck, so I can just choose my collars for beauty and function for holding tags. So that's all for this particular video, and we'll get some more out there. Thanks.